So when things go wrong with the immune system. So the first thing is autoimmune disorders. So this is when the immune system does not recognize proteins as self. So it's going to attack your own cells. So things like lupus. So lupus is where your immune system attacks its own tissues. So typically you notice it on the skin, but it will also affect your kidneys, your blood cells, your brain, your heart, your lungs. So it's going to break down all of those tissues. Another autoimmune disorder is multiple sclerosis. So this is where your immune system breaks down the tissue that protects your nerves. So basically it's going to reduce the ability of your nerves or create damage between communication of your brain and your body. So cancer, as we said, the T cells can actually recognize and destroy these. The only problem is that they cannot keep up with it. So AIDS, or acquired immune deficiency syndrome, is an infection by HIV. So this is going to actually attack and destroy the helper T cells. So if you think about the helper T cells, they're the gossipers. They're spreading all the information about this invader being there. So if that word doesn't get sent out, the immune system is not going to fight that invader. So your immune system becomes very suppressed or not working properly. Another thing that the HIV virus does is it fools the T cells into thinking that they are self. So it does not trigger an immune response because they believe that these cells belong here, and it allows the virus to spread quicker. So prevention, so it cannot live outside the body for more than a few minutes, so it's very important to prevent exposure to body fluids, so making sure that you don't come into contact with saliva or blood. So SCID, so this is where a baby is born without an immune system. There is some gene therapy where you can inject copies of the gene for fighting off infection, but it is extremely experimental at this point. So they have to be extremely careful because the common cold could essentially kill them. All right, so what are the best ways to prevent yourself from catching colds and the flu? So go back through, think about all the ways that you catch these. What could you do to prevent? So this is it for the immune system. So if you have any questions, you can comment below or email me.